Hey there. Um, I'm going to try and have some fun with this one. We'll see how well I drew it and whether or not it turns out. But what we've got is our usual circle, 12 circles behind it, made the square. Then I extended the square by a half radius in each direction. Okay, so this distance here isn't a full circle. It's just a half radius of the original circle. And I've just as with the nonogram, I've extended it to the one radius and then the 0.5. Okay. Um, From there, we are going to play with this shape. You can see I've laid out the star cut, and it's pretty much standard with the extension. Much with the star cross cut, I've stretched the star cut with the square in order to encompass the entire rectangle. Okay. What we're really most interested in is this triangle here. And I'm going to try and do this and keep it as accurate as I possibly can. We will see how successful this ends up. And there's a few very interesting things that come from it. So I am drawing a line across these 2 points. Okay, so there's intersections here and here. I've got the two that are closest to those intersections. That's right, the two that are closest to the top of the square is what I meant to say. Next, I'm going to draw two little lines from this intersection. Okay, so this is the top line of the horizontal rectangle and this triangle. And I'm going to go straight down to this intersection of the bottom triangle, which, yes, you can't see. Perfect. Okay, and this is just helping me keep this line as straight as possible. And I'm only going to create a segment. I'm going to go from the top of the rectangle to the line I just drew. And I'm going to do it the same on this side. I'm just being extra careful because there's some stuff I want to show you that's hiding in the base of all of this. I'm really hoping I can keep this as accurate as I possibly can. Okay. Next thing we need to do, I'm just going to put the big ruler away for a second, is find the midpoint of this. We want to test if it's a square. It should be a square, but is it? We'll find out. The way we'll find out. Bear with me, I've got a big compass and a small circle I got to draw here. It's a little bit bigger. Missed. Okay. So by now you should be recognizing the symbol a little bit. We've got a triangle, an obviously isosceles triangle, in a square, with a square, and a circle inside it. And there's one last thing we need to complete this. And in order to do that, we are going to go from the center of this top circle. Okay, so, or if you want the top point of our original circle, and the bottom corner of the of the triangle, because we know that this triangle touches the circle. Those of us who are familiar with this image, the triangle touches the circle at its bottom corners. So now I will draw this, and we see that we have a circle that has a triangle in it that doesn't quite reach the top. And I know you know what this symbol is. This is the hermetic seal. And this is a way to do it. But we'll see how accurate I've done this. Okay? Because this line that we drew here can be drawn 4 more times around this image. So what we're going to do is do that. And something very interesting is going to happen. I need the big one. Interesting and often disappointing. And I'll explain why in a second. Okay. Do you see that? I'm actually pleased with how this one turned out. It looks better than many of the ones I've done. But the base of the triangles going the opposite direction intersect the circle and come very close to squaring it based on the original confines of our rectangle up here that contains the triangle and these 2 new lines we've created. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time down here because something else very interesting happens. And I don't know if it needs to be said, but I think if you do this with an expert master level of precision, I think that circle does get squared. Now coming across this way, something else I've noticed is because we're using the star cut, I can't believe how incredible this is. Because we're using the star cut, we've dissected or quintisected this portion of our original square into 5. And if we did the same, if we extended those lines through the entire, watch, we'll just do it. This is a 2 for the price of 1 thing here. I'd love to know how this is significant. Or if it's just like a star cut thing. Because we use the star cut, we also get the benefit of this. We have divided our original square into 25 smaller squares. We tiled it. So not only can we produce the hermetic seal, but if we do it right and precisely, we may be able to square it while at the same time tiling our center square here perfectly into 25 smaller sections. And just eyeballing this, I don't know if this is going to work. I just eyeballed it. Let's draw a line and have a peak. It's pretty close. I don't think my line's particularly straight, but we may be able to do the same if we extend it into the rectangles and divide them into 2. Stunning. And then, I mean, look at these lines. You can see, I want pointers. You can see here to here, the center line of the squares of the axes that I drew everything on. Center line to this line versus this line to that line. That's phi. We're pretty damn close to it. Again, eyeballing. I need to confirm. But yeah, I mean, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 of this symbol all the way around, and potentially you've got squares in the center here. You've got this square here. This square here. Is there a way to put a circle in the middle and and make some sort of wonderful looking circular cross? I don't know. I have much more to discover in this. But what I wanted to show you with this video was the construction of this for sure, and the way the star cut also gives us 25 smaller squares while it's doing it naturally as a part of the diagram. I think it's brilliant. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I put it together quickly, so apologies if I was humming and hawing a lot. And yeah, love some feedback on this one. Let me know what you're thinking. I think it's jam packed with gold and diamonds and emeralds, all of it. All right, talk to you later.